What's up, guys? Alright, my girlfriend told me this is an offensive story, so I don't know if I should. I'm sitting there thinking, like, I thought it was a nice story, I don't know. But, alright. I'm mentally scarred, like, my brain is scarred. Like, I find the negative in every situation. That's what my problem is. Like, if this is offensive, reflect it in your judging, I guess. I don't know. The first time I got an AIDS test, the reason I got an AIDS test is I was watching this YouTube video and this doctor was like, if you've ever had sex without a condom, even once you have AIDS and you're gonna die. And I was like, oh, shit. So, the morning of the test, I left my house. I have OCD. I'm scarred. Like, I always find that, like, I have OCD. So I left my house and there's no ending to this story either. So when I left, I locked the door. And then I checked the door, and I locked the door, and I checked the door, and I locked the door, and I checked the door, and I was like, did the cat get out? I was like, even though I could see the cat in there, I have to go touch it to make sure it's still in there. So I went inside, I touched the cat. The cat's here, I have to say, the cat is inside out loud, so when I'm driving later, I remember the cat is inside. So, okay, the cat is inside. Lock the door, check the door, lock the door, check the door, the cat is inside. Did I shut the faucet off? So I go inside. All right, the faucet is off. The cat is inside. Lock the door, check the door, lock the door, check the door. Is the stove off? I go inside. All the burners are off. The faucet is off. The cat is inside. I touch the cat, lock the door, check the door, lock the door, check the door. The coffee machine? So I just do it. So then I leave, and then I turn. I'm like, did I lock the door? And I turn around, and okay, the door is locked. Lock the door, check the door. All right, so I go to the AIDS place. That's a weird story. I go to that AIDS place and I was like, do I have AIDS or whatever? And she's like, well, we gotta take your blood. So she took my blood and she's like, all right, come back in 2 weeks and we'll tell you the results. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna kill myself now. I can't wait 2 weeks, that's insane. And she's like, you'll be fine, just go home and relax. So I left and I called her up and I was like, hey, this is Joey, do I have AIDS or whatever? And she's like, I see you in the parking lot, like, you gotta go home, stop calling here. So I left, and for the next 2 weeks, all I could think about was AIDS. That was the only thing on my mind. I was just like, AIDS. Like, I was Googling living with AIDS. It was horrible. Like, I worked at a pizza place at a time, and the guy was like, how much is a large pie? And I was like, $12.98. Like, that was the only thing I could think of. So 2 weeks passed, and it was the day of the appointment. I showed up 2 hours early, and I watched all the nurses arrive one by one like a psychopath. My hair was matted to the side, like I had a twitch in my eye. I was still in my pajamas, I was hungover. So I went inside, and I was just like, AIDS? Do I have AIDS? And they figured out who I was, and they brought me in the back, and one of the nurses handed me a brown paper bag, and I reached inside, and I pulled out a handful of condoms, and I thought that was her way of telling me, like, you have AIDS, you have to use these condoms from now on. But she's like, nah, you're good. And I was just like, lock the door, check the door, lock the door. See, there's no ending to the story. I don't know. My brain just finds the negative in every situation, so that's all. See, it was anticlimactic. I don't have AIDS. Everything's fine. That's the end of the story. Thank you.